Prophet Yusuf Joseph is one of the most prominent and beloved prophets in Islamic tradition. His story is found in Surah Yusuf 12 in the Quran, which is entirely dedicated to him. His narrative is considered a profound story of patience, trust in God, resilience, and ultimate triumph over adversity. Yusuf was the son of Prophet Jacob, and his mother was Rahel. Jacob had many children, but Yusuf was his beloved son, the youngest of all his children, from his most beloved wife. This special affection from Jacob caused jealousy among Yusuf's older brothers, who were envious of the attention he received. When Yusuf was a young boy, he had a significant dream, which he later shared with his father. I saw 11 stars, the sun and the moon, prostrating to me. Quran 12-4. Jacob, interpreting this as a sign from Allah, understood that it indicated that Yusuf would one day rise to a position of great honor, and that even his family would bow to him in reverence. This further fueled the jealousy of Yusuf's brothers. Driven by jealousy, Yusuf's brothers devised a cruel plan to remove him from their father's affection. They initially considered killing him, but the eldest brother, Reuben, suggested they throw him into a well, hoping that he would be found and rescued later. They carried out their plan, throwing Yusuf into a deep well and returning to their father with a fabricated story that a wolf had eaten him, presenting his shirt stained with false blood as evidence. Jacob was devastated, mourning for Yusuf, and his grief lasted for many years. After being abandoned in the well, Yusuf was found by a passing caravan, which took him to Egypt. There, he was sold as a slave to a high-ranking Egyptian official, known in the Quran as Al-Aziz, possibly the chief of police or a nobleman. Despite his difficult circumstances, Yusuf maintained his faith in Allah and continued to display good character. Yusuf grew into a handsome young man, and the wife of Al-Aziz, known as Zuleika, became infatuated with him. She tried to seduce him, but Yusuf resisted her advances, saying, "I seek refuge in Allah. Indeed, He is my master, who has made good my home. Indeed, wrongdoers will never succeed." Quran 12:23. In her frustration, Zuleika falsely accused him of attempting to seduce her, and as a result, Yusuf was imprisoned, even though he was innocent. However, Yusuf's trust in Allah remained strong, and he continued to uphold righteousness even in the darkest times. While in prison, Yusuf gained a reputation for interpreting dreams to fellow prisoners. A butler and a baker had troubling dreams. Yusuf interpreted them accurately. The butler would be reinstated to his position. The baker would be executed. Both interpretations came true, and before the butler was released, Yusuf asked him to mention his case to the king. However, the butler forgot to do so, and Yusuf spent several more years in prison. Eventually, the king of Egypt had a disturbing dream that no one could interpret. The butler, remembering Yusuf's ability, told the king about him. Yusuf was summoned from prison and interpreted the king's dream as a prophecy of 7 years of abundant crops, followed by 7 years of severe famine. He advised the king to store food during the years of plenty to prepare for the coming famine. Impressed by his wisdom and insight, the king appointed Yusuf to a high-ranking position in the government, in charge of the grain supply. This marked the beginning of Yusuf's rise to prominence. During the years of famine, Yusuf's brothers, who were suffering from hunger, came to Egypt to buy grain. They did not recognize Yusuf, but he recognized them. He decided to test them by accusing them of being spies and demanded that they bring their youngest brother, Benjamin, too, proved their honesty. When they returned with Benjamin, Yusuf set a plan into motion. He secretly placed a valuable cup into Benjamin's bag and then accused him of theft. When they pleaded for mercy, Yusuf finally revealed his identity to them. "I am Yusuf, and this is my brother. Allah has certainly favored us." Quran 12-90. The brothers were shocked and remorseful, realizing the wrong they had done to Yusuf. Yusuf forgave them, and they were reconciled. He invited his entire family, including his father Yaqub, to come to Egypt, where they were given a place of honor and prosperity. The story of Prophet Yusuf is full of moral and spiritual lessons. Patience in adversity, despite being betrayed, falsely accused, and imprisoned. Yusuf maintained his faith in Allah and demonstrated extraordinary patience. Trust in Allah's plan. Yusuf's life story is a reminder that even in times of hardship, Allah's wisdom and plan unfold in ways that may not be immediately clear but are ultimately for the best. Forgiveness. Yusuf forgave his brothers for their cruel treatment of him, showing the importance of mercy and reconciliation. Moral integrity. Even in the face of temptation, Yusuf has chose to honor his faith and resist the advances of Zuleika, demonstrating the value of maintaining one's moral compass. The story of Yusuf is not only a tale of trials and tribulations, but also a testament to the power of patience, faith, and divine wisdom in overcoming life's challenges.